Are you ready to get the hydrofacial glow? Loved in 87 countries across the world. It's not a facial, it's a hydrofacial. Now available across the UK. Visit hydrofacial.co.uk to find your nearest location.
Hello,
everybody.
Ray.
How's everyone?
Oh my God, my eye has blown up again. I think it was all that Halloween makeup I was wearing.
Standard.
Well,
We did say that.
Harriet, I thought it was her normal makeup.
I know, but don't tell her.
Ooh, ooh. Can I just say, girls, I don't know about you, but do you have like little things bothering you? Like, and I know we don't talk about age, right? And I know that we are over 25, just, 26. But I've got this pain in my left hand, and I'm hoping it's not the beginning of bloody arthritis. Do you think it is?
Not go to extremity. Let's come back. You've got a pain in your right hand. Where is the pain?
Here. It's by my thumb there.
It might be a tendon, darling.
What does that mean? Sorry?
A tendon?
Oh, a
Did you
tendon.
ever tendon? Rather than let's not go to fully formed arthritis, let's just think maybe you lifted something or pulled a tendon. Just saying.
I hope so.
But my fingers are aching all the time at the moment.
Are
really?
they?
Yeah, they really are. And I've got my little finger on my left hand started to get really achy, and then it's sort of got a lump in it. And I asked doctor, and he said that is the start of arthritis. Well, I kind of thought that's what it was, but it's not too bad. But I have years ago I had an X-ray on my neck, and they said you've got arthritis in your neck, and I said, well, I can't feel anything, and they said a lot of people don't. It doesn't bother at all, which is kind of weird, isn't it?
That's good. Well, that's good.
But yes, I didn't know that
in my hands.
Yeah. Well, I think it can start very early, can't it? It's just that I think exercise is very good, isn't it? Exercise.
Well, there's not a lot you can do with your hands. I mean, when
jazz hands. Conversation. I'm absolutely out of this conversation. I can't be doing. Darling, can we please bring in the guest?
Certainly more. Our wise woman. Now we're talking about not the aging process. We don't like to say aging process.
Maturity.
Maturity. Yes, maturity. Exactly, Harriet. And our wise woman Deborah is an incredibly clued in person about this sort of subject. And I think she's an amazing person to talk to and to ask questions to. So viewers too, if you have any questions, please ask. And I'm sure she'll be very pleased to answer. Thank you. Come in, Deborah.
Debbie, I want to ask you a question.
Cool.
I have got 3 spots here, and I think they arrived when I was wearing a mask to go and see Neil in hospital, because I had to wear the mask all the time. And I put everything on them, and they haven't gone. Why are these spots different to every other spot? And what are they? Do you have any idea?
No pressure at all.
They're probably congestion spots rather than something that's actually happening within inside of your body. So are they sore or red or just raised lumps?
Raised lumps.
Okay, so with raised lumps, tiny ones. Yeah, so you're just going to have to leave them to settle. And before you put on a mask and afterwards, if you can cleanse the area with some even salt and water, that will help. And obviously make sure that you change your mask really frequently, because it's just that intense sort of point of contact with the mask. You might be allergic to something within the mask as well.
I haven't used it for ages, but it's still there.
So that's really irritating. So you exfoliate.
Because I know a lot of people, especially nurses, suffer from this, which is why I asked you. Because they have these terrible spots and they can't get rid of them. So I've got 3 tiny ones. So you say exfoliate?
Yes, exfoliate. Because you've got to break the barrier that's holding them in.
And what is holding them in?
The skin barrier has grown over them. So they've come up as a reaction to the mask. And now the skin because it's winter, we're growing like another barrier of skin. So exfoliate that, and then you'll get rid of them.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that. I've been putting on all these creams and they just don't work.
No, those are going to clog the skin.
Right.
So you need to exfoliate, expose them, and then they'll recede.
As you can see, that Dee is in disguise. She doesn't want people to know it's her.
And you know why, Debbie, don't you?
I do. I do.
Yeah, and I've been doing that thing with Himalayan salt in warm water, and it's really working. And healing, healing it quite, really quickly. Thank you for that. Can I just ask you something else as well? That's I've got these two little, it feels like, I think whiteheads, I think they are, under the skin here. How do I get rid of those, Debbie?
Well, again, I would start exfoliating.
You can get rid of them, can you?
Yes. Oh, yes, you can do. Do some deep exfoliation.
Yes.
And again, that will release skin that's growing over them. Don't pick them, because then they potentially will become infected. And that's not a good look. So really exfoliate. This is the time of year to change your skin. We're now coming into that autumn season. So we've got to look after our skin accordingly. So it's all about the skin care at this time of year. Exfoliate.
So Debbie, what do you recommend as an exfoliant?
Well, you can get apricot kernel exfoliant, which is very nice. You can buy it in Superdrug or Boots. That's probably the best one to use at this stage, because it'll really get that dead skin off and de-slough your face.
De-slough it.
De-slough it, darling. The word is D. We're de-sloughing the skin today.
How do you make your own?
Well, I use Himalayan salt and glycerine for a lot of things, because they're very natural, and I find it really suits my skin more the more natural I go. I cannot believe I'm saying that, but it's true. And so I will de-slough mix it up with Himalayan salt and some glycerine, rub it on, wash it off, and then the best thing to do to keep the barrier good at this time of year, I use Vaseline to moisturize. It's amazing.
Really?
Yes.
Overnight Vaseline your face. You wake up in the morning, it's just like, oh my God, hell yeah, I've got a glow back. My skin feels plump, and it's brilliant. And the other thing that I'm doing is using some retinol with my Vaseline. So it's a perfect skin treatment for us at night. So you have the retinol on first, let that absorb, and then barrier your face, your neck, your hands. Really, I mean, if you're having a loving session, perhaps not, but just for yourself in bed at night, the best thing you can do.
Might be nice for a loving session, because then you would stick to the other person. Your face would be so
step in now. Seriously, Debbie, I can't hear this. I'm so sorry. Debbie, now, if I might, I never have any skin issues at all. What I am fed up with is, with maturity becomes more open pores. And there's nothing one can do about that. Because I remember seeing my great-grandmother, my grandmother, and my mother, all that always happened. And I was thinking, oh, really, well, surely they can do something. And now I've got them. And it's like, oh,
you can do things about them. You can, can't you, Debbie?
Yeah, Deborah, tell me.
Yes, you can.
Go on,
okay, every time, yes.
Yes. Go on, just keep going.
Yeah.
So I would say some very gentle exfoliation, because again, they're keeping open because your skin is getting a bit congested on top.
Right. So
good exfoliation, and then some nicotinamide serum on top will help close the pores up. Nicotinamide. I'll write it to you all privately. It's a really good amino acid for your skin, and it will tighten up the pores on your skin. So the important thing is to get the rubbish off your face first.
Yeah.
Then when you've done that, a cold flannel to close the pores again.
Yeah.
And then treat it with nicotinamide serum.
Yes, we need. I'm
very good.
There's no way I'm going to be able to write that down. So if you can, we can put it on our
just remember, Harriet, just remember
words sound like nicotine.
Yeah. Okay. Or think of knickers.
Well, yes, I hear you there.
That's it.
So much. That's so helpful.
That really is helpful, and I love the fact, Debbie, that you don't, although you work, in a very sort of lovely clinic, you actually are very sympathetic to the fact that people at the moment are, haven't got masses of loads of money. So that, we had a conversation, didn't we, about Nivea and, options that people can afford.
Yes.
And how, as you said, Vaseline. I mean, obviously, I tried Vaseline, actually. I think you have to cover your pillow, as you said. But so that's a very small price to pay. isn't
When you
it?
say Vaseline, darling, maybe don't put the whole pot on. I'm thinking.
Well,
Oh, is that
you
what?
know,
Oh, you didn't mean the whole pot. Oh,
Oh,
I tried to mentally get inside this lye and silk my entire body in it, but that's about my big toe. So the other thing to do is for your feet. I don't know about you ladies, but my feet get really dry. So
Yes.
I put either Vaseline or vapor rub on my feet at night. It helps you sleep.
Really?
And you wake
Oh.
up and you think, oh my God, that was disgusting. Really helps you sleep. We used to do that with children. I don't remember helping children to sleep. You put some Vaseline on their chest.
yes.
That relaxes everything. So put it on your feet. We know the feet are really sensitive and are linked to our lungs. So if you put that on your feet, you will sleep a lot better and avoid that horrible, well, almost horrible 1 to 3 wake up time.
Indeed.
And also the other thing is, décolletage is horrible. Can you put Vaseline on here as well?
Absolutely, the whole way down to your nipples.
But then I have to reach to the floor, darling. That's a long way down.
Okay, so okay,
I'll
we'll
work
put a
with it.
support bra
I'll
on,
work
and then
with
it'll
it. Yeah, leave it with me. Maybe I'll lie down, throw them back, and then put the Vaseline on. Okay.
Thank you so
Wow.
much.
That's
Yeah.
fabulous.
Try.
That's really good.
I'll
Because
tie
I
them in a
noticed
bow
that.
at the top of my hair and just put them up there. Yeah. Thank you so
Brilliant.
much. It's been so helpful.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Debbie. We'll see you again soon. The wise woman.
All right.
Yes, I
You're
can't wait to
welcome.
start. I can't wait to start exfoliating. And I never thought I would ever say that in a million years. But
Yeah, I know.
I need to do that. And I
Lovely.
think, Harriet, it'd be very interesting to see if your pores get smaller, and you use the Nicosia, whatever it is, knickers here.
Yeah.
Or,
Fine.
Pair of
I've
knickers.
messaged-
I put a
pair of
pair of
knickers.
knickers on, some Vaseline, and tie my tits up. It'll be fine. Okay.
Thank you so much, Debbie.
Bye, darling.
Bye,
You're
darling.
can't
very
live without
welcome.
you. Bye,
See
darling.
you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Fantastic.
Well,
Oh, I know.
as always, a very, very good discussion.
Mm.
Yeah, absolutely. Wise woman indeed. Wise
Yes.
woman.
And what are we doing at the weekend? Harriet, anything planned?
Nothing, dear. I don't know. I always have 100 things planned, but I don't bother to look till the day, and then I get everything together. You?
Exactly.
Well, I'm exactly the same, actually. But my daughter's just come. She's just come back. They've been in Stockholm for a while, and now they're back. And I'm just really excited to see them and the baby.
Yeah, the baby.
Smile. And I believe he's 12 weeks old now.
That time flies.
No.
Maybe, do they homeschool or do they swap schools here and there?
No, they'd only go away in the holidays, believe it
I
or
see.
not. Yeah,
Yeah.
so they were away for half term.
Oh, they are so gorgeous as well.
Yeah, they were away for half term, and now they're back at school today. Oh, well, on
Fabulous.
Monday, whenever that was.
Yeah, fabulous, fabulous. I'm rehearsing actually tomorrow
Oh,
with my new piano player. Yeah, loads of gigs coming up. Rehearsing, and then on Sunday, babysitting. So from glamour to grandma. Yes. Looking forward to both.
You've got that to come, Harriet.
Yes,
Yes, at some point.
absolutely.
But
At some
again,
point.
it's glamour to grandma. Let's just
Yes.
keep it.
Yes, grandma is best.
Yes,
Thank
we're
you,
the only
that
grandma.
correct.
That's who we are.
grandma.
Okay, guys,
Lovely.
well, we'll see you next week.
Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye.